Now then, welcome to the channel, the Lake District and Thirlmere. Today we parked in the Withburn car park, which has as luck would have it, the ticket machine seems to have disappeared. I don't know if it's been vandalised or what, but we've got free parking, which is always a bonus. So we're heading off up the main track that goes up to Helvellyn, but we're not going right up there. We're just doing Nethermost Pike, Dollywaggon Pike, and then back by Raise Beck and back through the forest. So let's have a quick look at the route. So I'm not sure what the day's got in store for us weather-wise and view-wise. When I looked last night, the forecast said wall-to-wall blue skies. When I looked this morning, it said fog and visibility of about 100 metres. But as we were driving down here, I don't know if you can make out, you see the tops of the hills have just got a bit of wispy cloud on them, and we could see right into the high fells, which were looking magnificent with a fresh covering of snow on. So hopefully we'll get some views. I think we're going to be spending quite a bit of the walk above the snow line anyway, which will be good. Oh, up we go. So this track that we're passing, coming back that way, that'll be our return route. You can see Steel Fell there, looks like clouds are starting to roll in again now. So we might be unlucky with the views. Might be unlucky with the views. See there over Steel Fell, the cloud is starting to roll in now. At the moment we've got a nice view over Thirlmere there, and there is a bit of sunshine on the hills over there as well. Right, we'll keep plodding our way upwards. So in front of us, hang on, let me see if I can tip you up a bit. Yeah, so in front of us there, the cloud line and the snow line seem to be pretty much one and the same. So it looks like we're going to be unlucky with the views. It'd be good to spend some more time in the snow though. bit busy this path as well. We went into the car park about 8:45 and there's only about 3 spaces left when we got there. So a lot of people are set off earlier, like so. Yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. On we go. So we're starting to climb up through crags, and we've crossed both the snow line and the cloud line. Still got a view down to Thirlmere there at the moment there. And I hope it's not windy up there, because I've just noticed lost the blooming muffler off the microphone, haven't I? The forecast was for it to be about 7 to 10 miles an hour on tops, I think, today, so we should be all right. I'll have to get me reserve dead cat out, won't I? Right, upwards. So we're above crags now, and we're well and truly into the clag. You might be able to make out a very hazy Thirlmere back down there. So I think this is us until we start to drop down off Dollywaggon now. Nice to have a bit of snow again there. Oh, right, up we go. So the gradient eased off there at the top of Coombe Crags, and now we start to climb Birkside. And there must have been some people set off early this morning, because there's a right stream coming down now. Now the reason we're not going up to Helvellyn today is I've got a couple of routes planned during summer going up that way. There's 1 week I'm camping at Gillside in Glenridding. Going to do a couple of walks while we're there. One of them is Glenridding Dodd Sheffield Pike, and the other is Helvellyn, including the 2 ridges. So that should be good. And then the other route I've planned is again starting in Glenridding, going up over Raise, then Lower Man. Is it called Lower Man on Helvellyn, or is that Skidder? Anyway, that one. And then we may or may not go to the top of Helvellyn, because the plan is to go down Swiddle Edge up to Catstye Cam, and then down the northwest ridge of Catstye Cam. Looks good. I saw Andrew Beavers going up that way, and it looks like it could be a good route, that. So yeah, they're 2 routes that we've got planned for going in the vicinity of Helvellyn, so we're not going to bother today. Just Nethermost Pike and Dollywaggon Pike. Oh, this cloud clearing a bit actually. Might just be patchy. Right, up we go. So we're now on Birkside, and once we get to the top of here, I think that's just about the climbing done. This is a new route for me. Many years ago I was intending to come down this way. I brought a friend up to do Helvellyn. We went up from Swirls, and we were going to come down this way and then back through the forest, but the permissive track through the forest was closed for forestry work, so we ended up having to do a there and back route. So, yeah, new path for me this, and And the way down will be a new route for me as well, down Raise Beck. Not been up or down that way before, so yeah, new territory. Different ways to get up the same hills. Up we go. These bands of snow across the path are quite interesting. I guess they must have been caused by wind eddies or something like that. And we just had a brief glimpse of sun then. I wonder if there is any possibility of it breaking up a bit. I can only hope. Right, so the path's levelled out a bit now, and we're not that far from the summit of Nethermost Pike, so that's all the climbing done. And it's nice and quiet actually here now. So we're onto the ridge path now, and behind us that way is Helvellyn. We're not going that way. Up here to Nethermost Pike. And look, the sun is trying to get through a bit. Did make an attempt at clearing, and you can just see, I think it's striding edge of, oh look, that's striding edge. Hopefully it might clear a bit then by the time we get to Dollywaggon, and there it goes again. Right, we'll carry on. Don't know if you can make out on here, but keeping Charlie well away from the edge, because Charlie, come here. That looks like it's cornice there. Don't want him falling through that. So look at that slab of cornice there. I don't want to be standing on that. Ended up down there. So that's Dollywaggon Pike done, and it's not looking like we're going to get any views today. We had that fleeting glimpse of striding edge earlier, so I'm not going to. Well, we're making our way down this path very slowly and very gingerly. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's steep, it's loose, it's muddy, and it's covered in snow. My recommendation would be, don't. Either go up this way or avoid it completely. Now then, we're just coming down into some views now. This is down to Grisedale Tarn. Just put you onto the camera. So there's Grisedale Tarn, and thankfully we're just about down from here. Now I've got a wild camp planned for Grisedale Tarn this summer, to come up over Seat Sandal, which will be over there in the gloom somewhere, from Grasmere, and camp at Grisedale Tarn, and that's for the summer sometime. Right, oh, I'll be glad when we're down this bit. Right, on we go. So we're just about down to Grisedale Tarn now, and no, don't come that way. But thinking about it, I have actually been up that way before with my last dog. I don't remember it being anything like that. Well, that was a sweltering hot day, completely different to today. No, either go up that way or just avoid it completely if you can. So we're gonna find somewhere for our lunch, and then we head off that way down by Raise Beck. Right, we'll see you after lunch. So we've had our lunch, and that's looking over Grisedale Tarn and up towards Fairfield in the Clag, and then that's up to Seat Sandal up there. So we're going to find this path that goes down by Raise Beck. We're on the path by Raise Beck. Some nice waterfalls down here. And I'm not surprised there's plenty of water in them, but around Grisedale Tarn up there it was a right bog fest. But no, this is nice, and it's fairly quiet as well, not many people coming up here. I'll just stick it onto the camera, and that's looking down towards the A591 and Dumnail Raise Pass. Oh, this is a tricky bit. Oh, Charlie makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Way. There's actually some steps in path here as well. Well, it's certainly spectacular coming down here. If you like your waterfalls, they're amazing. I'm impressed with this path. Like I say, I've never been up or down this way before, but it's really good. Of course, the amount of rain we've had recently helps. Yeah, good path this. So we've not too much further to go before we get to the bottom, and I think there's a permissive path that we pick up that runs just above the road, I think, until we get into the plantation and pick up the forest track, which we follow to above the car park. Right, down we go. So that's looking down at the parking area, like at the summit of the pass of Dumnail Raise. and there's a footpath goes from there straight up there, and I've done it. First time I did Steel Fell, that's the way I went. And what's my favourite word when I'm out in the hills? That was about the steepest that I've ever done, and it's straight from the car, and you're straight up like that. Hang on, I'll stick you on other camera and see if I can zoom in and show you the path. So that's the parking area, and the path, and the second van from the left, the white one, it starts there, and you make it out, it goes straight up there by the side of that gilt, and straight up there, straight up to the top there, and that is steep. Yeah, the first time I did Steel Fell, I think that was with, I can't remember if that was with Floss or Charlie. Yeah, looking over to Helm Crag there. Looks like the clouds have cleared a bit now. Right, down we go. So here's a conundrum. Our adventure with Raise Beck isn't finished yet. We've got to get over it somehow. I think there's a narrow bit up here we might be able to negotiate. Oh, right, well, hopefully see you on the other side. Well, we made it across, but there didn't want to be much more water in it than there is at the moment. That could have been really dodgy. Ah well, we're over. Dry feet, apart from Charlie. Right, hopefully a nice little steady amble through the fields and on the forest track now. Right, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, yeah, I want to have been having too much Christmas pudding to get through there. Well, we're back in the forest plantation and on the track that leads us back to our outward route just above the car park. So I'm going to sign off. We've had a great time. Shame about the views, but nice to get out in some more snow again. It's been reasonably quiet as well, to be honest. Going by the state of the car park, a lot quieter than I expected. suppose there will have been quite a few people actually on the path, but well spaced out, so yeah, we didn't see that many people, to be honest. It's been good. We've got decent views now. I think the high fells are still in the cloud. Oh, yeah, it's been good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So I hope you have as well. If you have, please do the usual. The liking, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, commenting, sharing, all the usual malarkey. And hopefully see you on the next one. Tra!